What is good, my guys and girls of YouTube? My name is Justin Omoi, and I'm here to help you guys and girls out with your music creativity and whatnot. Today I'm going over the second part of the music theory type of thing that we need to understand. I'm saying there's going to be three. First one was on the music pitches, understanding where the keys are on the keyboard, understanding how many scales there are or how many sharps and flats are in scales, as well as what sharps or flats are in those scales. In this part, however, we are going over the rhythm side. This is going to be the actual how long does this note get played for, as well as how much to put inside a measure. Now, a measure is going to be something that you see on sheet music. It'll be indicated like a line to borderline the staff, which we'll go over in the third video because that's not really important right now. Basically, these measures are going to tell you how much these notes could be applied inside of each of those bars to make it feel acquitting. Acquitting, is that a word? How to make it feel fitting. But before we go into the time signature stuff, I have to tell you guys and girls about the notes, the type of notes that we have in music theory. There's about five types of notes that you will really see commonly when it comes to creating music. That's going to be the whole note, which is a big circle, just a circle with a little like oval cut into it. A half note, which is a circle with a line. A quarter note, which is a filled in circle with a line. An eighth note, which is a filled in circle with a line with a flag. And lastly, a 16th note, which is a filled in circle with a line with two flags. Bam. Now, what do these notes mean? Like, what's the deal with it? Well, here we have the whole note. The whole note is going to count for 4 counts. So what's 4 counts? Dum, bum. There you go, those 4. A, just like that. C. It could be any like tempo too. Yo, just like that. Or yo. There you go. And I'm sure you guys and girls know the tick, doop, doop, doop. Especially if you use music programs. FL Studio, of course, got the metronome. That's the count. The whole note got 4 counts. The half note has half of it. So 4 divided by 2, half 2. 2 counts. Da. Just like that. Quarter notes is going to have quarter, which is 1 count. That's 1/4 of 4. 8 notes are going to be a half of a quarter. That's 1/8 of a note. 1/8. So think about it. 1/8 is like saying 0.5 out of 4. The 8th. 16th note is gonna be half of the 8th note now. That. Cool, we got a on note type of thing, how we play it, but in music, it's also silence that is music. And with that, we have something called a rest. Now, rest is going to be the opposite of playing. AKA, that means stop playing. Rest. And with the respective of the rest, we have the same type of thing with the notes, except they're going to be the rest counts. So we got a whole note rest that looks like a just a line with a little square on the bottom. Just know the square is filled in, it's on the bottom. That's a whole note rest. That means don't play for 4 counts. The half note rest is going to be the square thing, but it's on the top, and that means don't play for half of that duration. Don't play for 2 counts. There's going to be a quarter note, which is like some lightning bolt looking kind of figure. That means don't play for 1 count. Then we have, what the hell is this? Like a divided sign that got invaded by commas. That's going to be 8th note rest. Don't play for 1/8 of a note. Yes, it matters. Same thing with the 16, except there's 2 of those. That's essential when it comes to creating music too, because like I said, silence is part of music. Alright, now that we got those counting numbers out of the way, let me go ahead and tell you about that time signature thing I was talking about. A time signature is going to be the rule for your music, meaning this is how much you could put inside of the measure. And the measure, like I said before, is going to be a group of notes that has, you know, specific amounts in it. That's going to be your counting bricks for your music. Think of it like bars, you know, A, B, C, D, E, F, G, H, I, J, K, L, M, N, O, P. There's 2 phrases, 2 bars, 2 fields in it. A, B, C, D, E, F, G, rest. You could technically convert that into those notes. Maybe I could do it in the program for y'all. Back to the time signature. Time signatures are going to be the division that shows how many counts are going to be in a measure, as well as what note is going to count as one count. Hard to think about? Don't worry, we got this. 4x4 time measure. It's going to be also known as common. Sometimes you see it in the sheet music known as a C. This is going to be the most common time signature ever because it's in literally most, if not most, in every single hip hop song, every single pop song. I don't know about rock. You could, you know, I don't know. So what's 4x4? This is 4x4. Da, 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 da. 4x4. The 4 on the top indicates how many counts is going to be in the measure. So in the measure, there is 4 counts. Those 4 counts is, that's the 4 counts. The note on the bottom, or not note, but the number on the bottom half is going to indicate what note is going to be counted as 1. Think about it. There's a 4 on the bottom, and it's 4 counts. You may say, hey, it's a whole note, but no, for some reason it's not a whole note. It's a quarter note. Get it? 4 is a quarter. Quarter, 4. If you have a 1 on the bottom, that'll be known as the whole note is equal to 1 count. Now, this may sound weird, but think of it like this. The 4 is on the top, the 1 is on the bottom. What is 4 divided by 1? 4. And that 4 equals a whole note. Weird, right? 2 on the bottom would be a half note. Why? 4 divided by 2. 2 equals a half note. 4 on the bottom. 4 divided by 4, 1. 1 is a quarter. But just know, 4 on the top means 4 counts. 4 on the bottom, it means 4 is like the quarter note takes 1 count. You could fill up the measure with anything other than a quarter note as well. You could take 2 quarter notes and a half note. That equals 4, right? Good. If you put like a whole note and a half note, that will not equal 4. Instead, the whole note is going to be in the first measure. The half note is going to go into the next measure, which would be probably the second measure. And then you'll have to fill the second measure to equal 4. You could put another half note to make it 4. Or you could put 2 more quarter notes, or possibly 4 eighth notes, whatever. The list goes on. That is going to be the rhythm side of music theory. And normally I would end the video, but I have to show you more examples. I'm going to show you the A, B, C, D, E, F, G in the computer and show you how that fits and makes sense. Don't worry, I will show you. Let's go into the computer. Let me go ahead and show you how the rhythm works in FL Studio or any music program ever. So if I were to set this to possibly a beat, notice how in the first measure, that's the 1 here, up to the 2, this is going to be quarter note type of things. And if I were to quantize that, remember I'll put on the metronome as well. These are quarter notes right here. Now remember the quarter notes, let's say half of a beat, that's going to be eighth notes. And if you were to put eight notes, that would be counted as 1 measure. Just like that. Notice these are all on the C note. If I want, I could put them on different notes. I don't know. Cool. Sounds like I'm in that Banjo-Kazooie snow stage. These are going to be all 8 notes right here. But remember, we could mix it up. We could do like 8th note, rest, and then 8th note, 8th note, whole note, I don't know, another whole note. Just like this. That's also a different rhythm. Whole note is going to be the whole damn thing. So like I was showing you, right here is a whole note. Remember, da. That's the whole note. In music, you are allowed to have more than one note like played at the same time. Otherwise, everything would be called an organum, which is like one tone type of thing. We don't want that. We could, make chords. I don't know, C, E, G, the regular. So yeah, let's say we want two half notes. Just like that. How about we create that A, B, C, D, E, F, G thing where I was like kind of humming about. So C, let me go down here. Okay. You get the A, B, C, D, E, F, G, rest. Bam. This is two measures that we used. So quarter note, 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 rest. And then how do we do this? So just like that. Another quarter note, 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 rest. Two, rest. Two, rest. So just like that. That is how you, I guess, implement the resting part. Remember, silence is also part of music. You need it. People call it cadence sometimes too. And for the funsies, since we're here, let me show you how it would look as a sheet music. If I can find where it is. I forgot where that is. Hold on. Oh, here we go. Export as a score sheet. So in the piano roll, I got that. Let me go ahead and put this as PDF. I don't know. Twinkle. And here we are, guys and girls, in the exported format as a sheet music thing. Remember I told you those 5 lines. And the vertical lines, these are the measures right here where my mouse is going up and down. Those are measures, remember. But notice there is that rest right here. And if I go back into piano roll, I did not have a rest here. Why did I not? I don't know why. Probably because I wanted to end it like that. Maybe because it is the end of the measure, and why not? One last thing before I let you guys and girls go. Let me just go back to FL Studio. Remember I told you the time signature is 4x4 by the most times. You are able to change that within FL Studio. If you hit F11, go to Project. See here we have time division. This is going to be the same thing as time signature. Let's say beats per bar, we want 3. And the step per beat, let's say, I guess we could leave it at 4. Now you see here, the measures changed drastically. Remember, we had only 4, now it's all the way up to like 6 for some reason. That's because the time signature is different. If I were to play the metronome alone, notice the heavy accent, I'll put on the beep. This is a kind of quartet, or not quartet, is it called a quartet? A waltz type of thing. Da 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 da. It's a 1, 2, 3 triplet. Doom doom doom. Instead of the regular 1, 2, 3, 4, which I'll show you here if I go back to 4x4. 1. So there. Alright, my guys and girls, hopefully you enjoyed this video. Hopefully it helps you understand rhythm a bit better. Remember the whole on and offs, rest. You could tell me what that is right there in the comment section below. Let me know what it is. Thumbs up the video if you enjoyed this. My name is Justin Omoi. And with that being said, peace. I'm out.